Welcome to the second video on my channel. That's right, I'm making another one. I can't believe it either. So if you're here, you should definitely subscribe because that'd be great and you should do it. So I was thinking about my name, The Unwanted Opinion, and I realized that there's going to be like comment trolls, I guess, saying, "You said it yourself, nobody wants your opinion." And I've decided that I'm still going to keep the name because I don't care what those people say. So they can just not watch the video. Today I'm going to be talking about racism in America. This actually is coming from an essay I wrote in my last year of school, which I was very happy with. Of course, I'm going to be paraphrasing off of it, I guess, because, looking back on it, I'm going to see a bunch of problems or maybe details I could have put in it. So it's going to be just a little different, and I'm going to stumble a couple times. I'm sorry. But I was very happy with this essay. I thought it was pretty clear in what I was trying to get across, and it got a good grade. So I'll just begin. Racism has become a hot topic everywhere in America. Many claim racism is still alive in this country, believing white privilege is the main source of this problem. This is only, however, half right. Racism is affecting lives in America, but it is not due to the so-called white privilege. It is actually because the Democratic Party is pushing racism into our lives. They victimize people, offering empty promises and perks to those who are looking for an easier way to make money and live a better life. This puts people under the influence that America has a problem with racism, and because we have been put under this, in a way, illusion that there is this huge problem with racism, we now do have a problem with it. Racial relations have not been improving in the United States. The truth is being undermined by false facts and political agendas, and to address this, Americans need to continue to reach towards the truth and not the false facts given to them. The problem is, false facts that's all that's being presented nowadays, and the few people who do have the truth are coming off as very ridiculed and not believed, I guess you could say. Or just not listened to, actually. I think that might be a better way to say it. Politicians from the Democratic Party are pushing division into our society. They use this created division as a way to gain votes from people who feel that racism affects them. They see it as a way to gain power and not to better America. This begins to take a toll in our everyday lives when you begin to see how stereotypes like basic white girl and you're so white become acceptable, but terms involving black or colored are labeled as racist. You can see many examples of this on YouTube, featuring many videos making jokes at the expense of white people. This is only pushed when the media is flooded with stories that are extremely biased and twisted to the story that fits their needs. Also, I'd just like to add, it says here that on my essay it says featuring videos that making jokes at the expense of white people. I just want to add that if anybody was to ever make fun of a black person, or if you were white and you made fun of a black person, it wouldn't be completely unacceptable, and the media would have a field day making you into a horrible person and like an enemy of America. So I just wanted to add that in there, and I still have a stuffy nose and it's been a week. So I'm sorry about that too. So racial tension is held in place by false facts and corrupt politicians. The threat of being labeled as racist and many other worse terms loom if an American decides to go against the Democratic Party. They claim to believe in equality but contradict themselves when they go as far as using racial slurs to those that oppose them. The media begins to follow suit, writing hundreds of articles of how white privilege is real, how white people and people of color view the world differently, words white people shouldn't say, and much more. This includes media like, but not limited to, New York Times, Daily Mail, and BuzzFeed. This is all put in front of American minds, who then take to the street with their signs preaching about equality and white privilege. This only creates more sides, further dividing the American nation. America can end this racial rift by standing tall despite the hate citizens may get for not supporting the Democratic Party. Citizens must continue to elect good and fair Americans into office. Communities must come together and spread the truth about racism in America and shows what it means to be a real American. The nation must be in a united front, reaching towards an America where you can stand for whatever party and not be hated for it. As Americans, we are called to stand for what is right. It is our job to turn this thought process of race around and improve our society. America must know when claims are untrue and empty. The racial rift must be mended by continuing to vote in the right people for office, who are there to make America better, not worse. Vote people into office for their ideas, not their skin color, gender, or anything else. Most would think this is a given, but sadly Americans are blinded by these things, preventing them from making the right choice. I would just like to add on, it's very funny that a lot of people, or most people on the left, believe that we are voting in men because we don't think women can do the job, when it's actually the opposite. It's the people on the left who are voting in women because they think that men cannot do the job. So that's more of feminism and stuff though, and this is not a video about that. And I also would just like to say right now that I realized as I read the last maybe 2 paragraphs, it starts to go off into a little bit of a different direction than racism in America. It kind of goes to standing for what party you like, whatever party you stand for in the political area, I guess. So I'm sorry that it kind of branches out. But I think it still does get my point across that racism is alive. It's just flipped from how many people think it to be. So that's all for this video. I think it's a short one. Feel free to leave your thoughts, of course, in the comments. I do read them if I get any because, it's exciting, I guess. Even if they're mean, I'll still read them. So I'm not going to answer back, though, if they're mean or anything. I'm not going to delete them. I'll just ignore them. But I'll read them. That's not good. I hope you have a great day, night, evening, whenever you might watch this. And hopefully I will do another video. As of right now, I think I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So, have a great whenever.